When you're required to count sit-ups in PE and you're standing on someone's feet that you're partnered with, it's important to pay super close attention to how many sit-ups people do, so then that you can keep track for PE if it's required. I don't even know why my friend and I did this and said I did 0 push-ups when I actually did push-ups. Not sure why we did that. Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And today in this video, I have a coffee and story time. And as you can see, I have a cup of coffee right here. And today's coffee and story time is going to be the time my friend and I accidentally forgot to count my push. Oops, that was supposed to be sit-ups. And we told my PE teacher we did 0 when I actually did the push-ups. So looking back at the story, I find it kind of funny, but at the same time, I kind of find it weird that we just said I did 0 push-ups when I push-ups. I think maybe because we forgot how many, we weren't counting when we were supposed to count, so we made an excuse and said 0. So, which my teacher was not too happy about it because he saw me doing the push-ups. So anyway, this is a story just to teach you guys, if you're required to count push-ups that your partner does, it's important to actually count in your head and pay super close attention to how many push-ups that your partner did, because then your PE teacher can keep track if it's required. Just keep that in mind. So just pay close attention to how many push-ups your partner does if you're required to count push-ups. So I'm going to get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. And I also have a story about the time I accidentally forgot to count my partner that was doing the, not push-ups, I mean sit-ups, excuse me. I accidentally said push-ups when it was supposed to be sit-ups. I forgot to count my partner's sit-ups. If you want to see that story, I'll link it down below. This is the prequel to this story, just to clarify. So I'm going to get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. And because I won't be using names for safety purposes, we're going to give my friend a name and call her feet standing sit-ups, because she was standing on my feet while doing sit-ups. So I really don't remember how many years ago this was. I know for sure I was in the 1st grade. My friend, who I'm going to give a name, and we'll call her feet standing sit-ups, because she was standing on my feet while I was doing sit-ups. I know I accidentally said push-ups in the video. My apologies. I meant to say sit-ups. I get sit-ups and push-ups confused. So anyway, we were paired in partners. We were doing sit-ups, and my friend was required to stand on my feet while I did sit-ups, and she was supposed to count my sit-ups. So feet standing sit-ups, stands on my feet, and I start doing the sit-ups, and I try to do them slow so she could keep track, but we realized my friend is like watching me, and we forget to count. I don't know why we forgot to count my sit-ups, but we just didn't think about it. I guess we forgot that instruction, or we didn't hear that instruction. I don't even remember why we didn't do it. So we're trying to do sit-ups, and then I'm doing them. I do a couple. I try to go slow so she could keep track, but I guess she lost track or something. So, and she didn't count by accident. So finally, once the time was up, my friend decided that I did 0 push-ups. So sit-ups, excuse me. I keep saying push-ups when it's supposed to be sit-ups. Get them together, Mena. Anyway, so basically, my teacher has us report, my PE teacher has us report, our sit-ups. So he, once he gets to a couple people, he finally gets to me, people giving the number of sit-ups they did. My PE teacher gets to me and my friend feet standing sit-ups, and he asked feet standing sit-ups how many sit-ups I did, and my friend says I did 0. So my teacher looks at feet standing sit-ups and me like, and then he tells her,
feet standing sit-ups. I saw Mena do the push-ups, blah, 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 blah. I ended up counting for you because you weren't counting like you were supposed to be, and blah, 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 blah. Blah. Am not very happy about that, and blah, 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 blah. You were supposed to count Mina's sit-ups, blah, 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 blah. She did this many sit-ups. Blah, 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 blah. You need, next time, count, blah, 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 when you're supposed to be counting, blah, 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 blah.
So I did want to say something to my PE teacher, but at the same time, I'm not very good at confrontations, but he was really kind of like irritating and getting on my friend for forgetting to count my push-ups. I did want to say something, but at the same time, I'm not good at confrontations. So he did tell he was kind of nice about it, despite the fact he was irritated. He said that next time she was supposed to pay attention to how many sit-ups I did. So he told my friend the number I did. I don't remember how many I did, but I know I didn't do that many. So basically he tells feet standing sit-ups that if I'm doing sit-ups, she needs to pay close attention to how many sit-ups I did. And after that, we ended up going to PE, and then we were walking, and my friend and I were kind of irritated that my PE teacher got on her for not counting my sit-ups, but then we thought in our heads, we just decided to kind of forget about it, enjoy the rest of PE class. So the moral of the story is when you're required to count sit-ups at school and PE class that people do, it's important to pay super close attention to how many people do. I get it, it can be really hard to keep track, especially if you count in your head. Well, at least for me it is. But it's really, 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 really important to pay close attention to how many sit-ups people do, especially if they're doing them too fast, because then you can pay attention if you're required to count sit-ups. Don't just say the person did 0, because the teachers are very smart and you can't trick them like that. So that was the story about the time my friend and I forgot to count my sit-ups in PE when we were required. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye.
I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe.
When you're doing push-ups as a requirement in PE, it's important to count them when you're required to count them. Sorry, the camera was crooked.